Welcome to Speakeasy Conversations. What's going on, Doug?
Not much, man. Welcome, everybody. How are you, my friend?
Good.
Good.
I'm having a Delta Cold IPA 7th anniversary. Shout out to them for that.
Yeah, congrats, Delta Beer Labs.
And it's a cold IPA, my currently favorite IPA style. What is your favorite current IPA style, Doug? But don't say none.
No, it would either be Black IPA or Northeast IPA. One of those two.
New England.
I like it because they're citrusy. They're not as hoppy.
They're still around? Wow.
Yeah, you don't see them as much. You see fuck tons of hazies. Not a lot of New England IPAs anymore. But cold IPA is pretty decent, though.
Yeah, they're crisp and clear and kind of drink like lagers, and they're great. And this is another good one.
Yeah,
what's going on over there?
All right, so when I was up at Westkill Brewing the other week, I bought a lot of beer. This I'm going to start out pretty light. This is called Skipsol Smoky Ale.
Okay.
So the fountain is one of the people that lives near Westkill who regularly comes to the brewery, wrote a book that was published by HarperCollins. So they did a beer in tribute to their friend who wrote a book. So this is a 3.8% smoky ale, smoked ale. So, and Skipsol, yeah. So Skipsol is apparently like some sort of Scandinavian style of smoked ale. So we're gonna give it a go. I didn't try it. I didn't. 3.8%.
3.8%. So that means you can have like 3 and still read the book.
Yeah, apparently. Look how dark that's pouring though. Like, I was not expecting that for 3.8. That's fucking dark. Woo. Oh, that smells so smoky and yummy. Damn, that is tasty. I know you're a fan of the smoke beers too, right, Greg?
Give me all of them.
Yeah, then I'll be putting I'm going to be putting a package together for you this coming week with some stuff I need to send you. So I will include one of these because this is outstanding. And at 3.8, super drinkable, smoky, just really, really excellent. Just a crushable smoked ale. Like, wow.
It's not too smoky though, right?
No, that's the great thing. It's got that nice smoke, but it doesn't. It definitely is strong, but it's not overpowering where it just like kills your palate. The aroma is where it really, really resides, and then some of it is in the taste. But man, this is fantastic. I wish I would have bought 2 4-packs of that because that's fucking great. Cheers. Westkill Brewing, man. Everything I have had from them has been excellent. So you'll be getting a couple of their beers, Greg.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen either. Grim
is a really good brewery.
Wild East. The New York State Cup. Wow. Someone will probably clip this and say it, but I wish our Brewers Guild would do something like that.
Just look how fucking lovely that is, man. I just can't. I'm marveling at how tasty and light ABV this is, and just how it just looks like a fucking really dark goddamn, like a black lager, like almost, you know.
Yeah, Daniel. I wish our Brewers Guild was as cool as the New York Brewers Guild is. Apparently. Moving on to positive Wisconsin beer news. I went on a trip this week, or not a trip, but I went and stayed at this place. It's called the Commerce Brewery Hotel. It's a
Oh,
brewery and a hotel.
that looks fucking
And-
cool. Like something out of like livery era of things, right?
Well, it's a historical building,
Mhm.
and it's housed the brewery a couple times, and it's also a furniture store and a whole bunch of other things at Mineral Point. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And it's fun beers. The owner's a good guy. Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Wild East is dope.
Now I've not had Wild East stuff, and I'm in upstate New York. I need to go make a quest to find some of that stuff.
Mm. Mm.
Right. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind since at some point we're going to do our New York City tour with Daniel
Next year.
next year.
Next year. All right, Doc. Well, without further ado, what happens when you mix fatherhood with a lifelong obsession for comic books, movies, and video games? You know the answer, Doug.
Yeah, we got our next guest, right?
Yes, he's the heart and soul of the FanDads community. He and his buddy Gil started FanDads a bunch of years ago. Why don't I have that number? He's helping parents though, man. He's a parent geek. He's the multiverse of entertainment. He tries to navigate parents through that without losing their minds. And as you know, there's a lot of content out there.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a writer, a critic. Not so much of a, well, he is kind of a critic. He's a nice critic, though. I
Yeah,
don't know. Right.
there's some critics that are dicks, and our guest is not that.
Right. Professional geeky dad. It's our friend, longtime friend now at this point, Doug.
Yeah.
Victor Aragon from fadanddads.com, and we will bring him up. I got it, Doug. Because we will both bring him up at the same time.
And then boot him up at the same time.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
Welcome, Victor.
What's up, guys? Remember, was it rule number 1? Don't be a dick in our group.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking to that.
Excellent.
Nice. What are you drinking tonight, there, Victor? What do you have in your glass?
Getting over a stomach bug, so I'm drinking water. But
water. Show the water. Show it. Okay. Is it clear? Is it assertive?
It's from the mountains of France.
Yeah.
That's
it's Chicago water,
yeah.
So I don't know about that, Doug.
Exactly.
Chicago
There's
water.
a lot of fluoride in the Chicago water, so it's good for my teeth.
Great Lakes water.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But I did buy something to drink, but like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to. But Microphone Brewery has this delicious Italian style Pilsner.
Oh, yeah.
You can see that.
Oh,
And I mean,
yeah.
just the packaging. I mean, if you ever got pizza in a packaging like this, you know it was good pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Microphone makes good shit.
Yeah. They had an horchata cream a while back. I think it was like vanilla rice baby. That was really good. So they do some
15 years for FanDads. I'm sorry. 15 years for FanDads, Doug.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty fabulous, man.
It's quinceañera.
Well, and that's a perfect segue to my first question, which is, how has the Geek Dad landscape changed? It's early. Is it easier or harder to be a fan parent in the era of endless streaming? And there's just too many fucking shows. My words, not Victor's. Also, Victor, please tell us about FanDads, and then I can ask that question again after you tell us. But
yeah. No. For those that don't know, Gil and myself worked at a calendar store together in like September, and no one's buying calendars, so we had a lot of time just to talk about things that we had in common. And this was like when YouTube was just starting and everything, so you could tell how long ago it was. But we were like, oh, we should do funny videos, or we should do this, and then we should write a comic book together. We should write a movie. And then one morning, like both of our wives were pregnant, and one morning he just texted me the word FanDads, and I'm just like, what's this? And he's like, well, fanboys, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, now we're going to have kids, so we should be fan dads. We should write a blog about that. And then that's how we started off. We started off, talking about fatherhood, sharing like, the stories that we do and like struggles. And then little by little, like I started pivoting more to just doing reviews, but like I call my reviews like quick reviews for busy parents. So like if you don't want to read the whole thing, I have like 3 things highlighted at the bottom. It's like my final thought, is it kid friendly, and the amount of violence in it. So if you don't want to read everything I have to say about it, read that, and then you can determine, if this is good for my kid or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been lucky. We've been lucky doing that. We've been lucky getting, to talk to like, doing interviews here and there, and then be invited to like certain events around the city and film festivals, which is kind of, it's kind of cool. But like you were saying, there's a lot. So going to one of these things, there's just too much to watch and write about, and just it gets overwhelming sometimes. But I enjoy it. I enjoy, sitting down and watching movies.
Hey, so do you think it's more overwhelming with the amount of shows or the amount of movies?
I would say shows, because there's a lot. I mean, if you're not just watching like the superhero stuff like on Disney Plus, there's like other stuff like on Hulu that you might want to watch, or there's Prime. Prime
Apple
has
Plus.
like Apple Plus has a lot of great shows, but it's just hard to just sit down and watch them. There's times when everyone's asleep, all right, let me watch a couple episodes of these shows, and then I'm out like by the second episode. So it's hard, but yeah, there's just a lot of content.
Yeah, Victor, you mentioned quick reviews for the busy parents. What's one thing in a film that you look for that you think a standard critic may not, given your parenting focus?
I think because I kind of look at it towards like a parenting point of view. So it's like, yeah, it's great when a movie comes home and you could stream it, but there's always like all the interruptions, like, let's pause it because I got to use the bathroom, rewind it because I didn't see that part. But when I watch it at the theater, I'm thinking to myself, okay, do I want to watch this at home with my kids? Do I think it's a better experience to come into theaters and watch this? And then is it, I hate to say boring, but is it too slow for my kids to watch it here? And then that's what I usually put in the thing, because there's sometimes, like, I know we'll probably talk about Project Hail Mary. I mean, it's a great movie. It does feel kind of slow at times, and then that might lose kids' interest. But once, it picks up again, then they'll be like, oh, okay, this was a good movie. And then there's been plenty of times, like when my kids were little, when we go to the movies, like, they'll get antsy and I'd have to pick them up and walk out and then come back. So that was always like, can my kids sit through this entire movie?
Mm-hmm.
If they can, then go see it in the theater.
Yeah, there's it's different. Like, so my kids are all grown, so I don't have all that. I don't have that concern with it. Like, I went and saw Project Hail Mary today with my daughter, and that wasn't a concern. The concern was having to get up to pee, which is just always a concern because I'm a man of a certain age. So 2.5 hours.
We're getting old.
And then if I take a soda in, it's like, well, I'm definitely going to have to pee at some point. Now, the good news was I had listened to the audiobook multiple times. So I kind of knew what was coming. So if I missed something, it wasn't like terrible, but like at the same time, you don't want to miss certain things. So, Greg?
I've tried to tell Doug about the Run P app, Victor, too many times for him to even listen. So I don't even have a comment. He deserves to miss shit if he does, because he didn't listen. So we're all good.
Yeah, no, that is a good app. And I think there's one that like lets people know about like mid-credit and after-credit scenes too. So if you how long you have to like run to the bathroom and come back.
Right. It tells you I live by that goofy app. So live by it. Love it. Doug, did you have a follow-up to Victor's niche parenting review thing and how he looks at his reviews differently than a normal critic?
No, I think that the thing is like content like that is now, a lot of things are really niche. Like if you have people who are parents and they want to be able to take, not like little kids, if you see something animated and you see Pixar, well, Pixar, you kind of run a risk of seeing some really heartbreaking shit. But like, I mean, you're not going to run into something that's like, oh, it's a little too adult for them, but I think your sweet spot there, talking like that sort of 8 to like 13-year-old range, where they're like, is this a little too much for them, or is it going to be in the zone where it's going to be okay? And I even though I don't have kids that I have to worry about, I appreciate what you're doing because I think that matters to a lot of parents. So kudos, sir.
Yeah, because I always put it like it's if it's and the kid friendly part, I put like I would let maybe a 16-year-old and up watch this, or this might be too intense for a 10-year-old, and then I always make sure I put like it's at the parent's discretion. Like if you think your kid could handle something like this, then go for it. But if not, then don't come yelling at me later when your kid's like traumatized and be like, well, I told you in my review.
Yeah, I didn't have that when I was a kid. I saw a lot of things I probably shouldn't have seen at the ages I saw them.
Yeah, same. I've watched, even though I was like this watching horror movies, I still set up late and watch those movies. And my dad's like, "You sure you want to watch this?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'll be like,
"Yeah, I think I was 6 or 7 when I saw The Exorcist. That was way too early to watch that movie."
Yeah.
So, what's the app that tells you if there is an end credit scenes?
I don't know offhand. Isn't it? I just saw that there was one like that.
Well, I know that Run P is the one that tells you when to go pee, and I just love it because it tells you the time, it tells you how much time you have, and then it gives you the recap of what happens when you're away. So then it just fills in everything. It's just nice, and it also tells about end screens, and yeah, it's really nice. Check it out. It's free. I check it out before I go in there. So then, Victor, I know. Also, it tells you like different ones. So it gives you, and then it tells you the ones that are the priority, which you're gonna miss the less. So it just does all the thinking for you. Pretty great.
Awesome.
Victor, you like someone else that we've had on here recently, Doug. Victor's interviewed some incredible people and talented and famous people, and I'm sure Victor's Rolodex is pretty fly. Look, Victor's like
No.
But who was one person that made you feel like a total fanboy, which I've been called here numerous times, and I don't care. Because I'm not a reporter. I'm not even a critic. I'm an idiot who has a stream because he pays $400 a year, or what is it, Doug? $200 a year.
Something around that.
Right. I am like that everyday blogger that y'all should ignore.
So we can drink and hang out with our friends.
Right. There's literally no legitimacy here or anything, so let's not try to do that. But
this is a legit show. Talking about.
No, but seriously though, was there like a moment? Because you're obviously your brand is called Fan Dad, so it's obvious that you're a fan, you're a dad. You know what I mean? But on some level too, I don't know, man. Your content's really polished, especially when you're engaging with these folks. And so, was there a time where you wanted this fanboy, and did you keep it professional? And how do you keep that as a fan? Because I know you're a fan.
Yeah. Recently, I got to talk to the creators of Yo Gabba Gabba, and then if you know me, I mean that's like been my favorite show. Like even before my kids were born, I loved that show. I would tell my friends that had kids to go watch this show, and then we would buy the DVDs, we would buy the stuffed animals for my kids, and when they would come in town, we would go and see it. So when the first season came out on Apple TV, the timing didn't work, so I wasn't able to talk to them, but I was able to talk to the new host, the young girl, Cameron Stewart. So I was able to talk to her, which is kind of cool. And then when the second season came on, the opportunity came again, and I'm like, please, can we try to make this happen? And we did. I mean, I was at work, so I had to find like a quiet room and set it all up. But it was just like great, like talking to them, like explaining to them what Fan Dads was. And then they were like cheering. They're like, oh, we're Fan Dads too. We want to be Fan Dads also. And I was just like holding it in because I was like, I wanted to cry because like, just hearing them say our title, just, it meant a lot. But the interview was really good. But the thing that was funny is like they talked a lot, which was great. And in the chat box, they're like messaging me like, cut it short already. You need to cut it off. And I'm just like, I'm not going to interrupt them, because they're telling me their stories and answering my questions. But it was really great afterwards. Like when it ended, they were still on the screen. And then I just hear them saying, wow, Victor was awesome. He's like, yeah, that was a fun interview. And I was just like, oh, man. Like it all just started coming out. But that was like one of the moments that I love. And I think that interview came out pretty cool. And I wish I had like more time with them, but we were only given like 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, that was like my favorite one. That's like a bucket list one for me.
Doug?
That's cool because I know just knowing you and knowing how much you've enjoyed Yo Gabba Gabba and enjoyed it with your kids and all that stuff. And I imagine that was probably one of your bigger ones. So that's pretty cool that they were like, man, that was really fun. Like we've had that where we've had some folks come on the show that just came on and we're like, okay, we have no idea how this is going to go. And then afterwards, like, this is really fun. We should do this again. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's. Sometimes it's like just kind of surprising, in a pleasant way, not in a bad way. You're just like, I really hope this goes well. And then it goes well. And you're just like,
yeah. But it's funny because I told them, I'm like, I'll send you guys shirts if you want. And they're like, yeah, definitely. But then it was like, I reached out to like their PR people and they never got back to me. I was like, just give me an address and their sizes. And now I'll send them some of our shirts. But that never happened. So if they watch this, the shirts are still available for you guys.
And do we want to talk about the soundtrack for that show, or do we have time for that? Right.
One of the creators is the lead singer of the Aquabats. And
right.
Really?
And I wanted to tell him like how Pool Party is like one of my favorite songs, but like my mind was like jumping to so many different things that I wanted to say that I never got to say that. But the soundtrack, I mean, there's like 3 albums out of their music.
And then Biz Markie's involvement.
Yeah, the business beat of the day.
So much there. There's so much there with that project, right?
Yeah. I actually have a medallion that says business beat of the day that I bought at one of the shows.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I'm not thinking
nobody beats the biz, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, legendary. Doug, any more fanboy comments or questions? I'm sure you do, or maybe not.
I mean, the thing is I know you had.
Sorry, fan dad or fanboy. Fanboy over Vic. My bad.
I mean, I'm sure I know you've had a lot of chances to interview different people. So besides Yo Gabba Gabba, I'm going to use the term adult actor, like something acting in somebody that's adult that you also were like, wow, this is really cool. Even though I know Yo Gabba Gabba has a sort of really special place in your heart because it's, with your kids, what's one that is like, not in that realm, but more of like an adult in the movies kind of thing that was more like that for you?
Well, I would say like the worst interview was like the very first one I've ever did. And that was with Bruce Campbell. And that was just because, and it was just because my nerves got the best of me. And it was like the first time I actually got to like get in line and then talk to, a celebrity. And then so it was like I couldn't talk. And it got to the point where he just tapped me on the back. He's like, okay there, buddy, who's next? Like, just like slowly pushed me to the side. And I was like, I wish that went better. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think one, Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things. He was a cool one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was because as I was saying my question, I saw his eyes light up. And he made his face like he was like excited to answer once I finished my question. Because he did a Lego show, him and I can't think of his name now, but they did a Lego show for Disney Plus. So I was asking him about like what spaceship would he like redesign and keep for himself, and he was just like, oh yeah, and then he just went off with like a fun answer about it.
Bruce Campbell,
and then said groovy as he killed me.
Hey, can I do a little riff on what Victor just talked about there with the Lego thing? So our guys from the Kingslinger / Flanagan's Wake interviewed Raul Cooley, who's been in a bunch of Mike Flanagan things like Midnight Mass and Fall of the House of Usher, and like he's been in a bunch of things. And he's a giant nerd. Like he does Lego things. He did a video where he just bought this fucking like what's the major transformer. He had it, and it's like fucking up to his waist, and it actually transforms into the truck. Optimus Prime, like, yeah, he had that, and these guys were asking questions of him, like, "Hey, so like, what's these really cool things with this stuff?" And blah blah blah. And they're asking him like about physical media because he's a big physical media guy. And he goes, you guys keep asking me these great fucking questions. Usually, I get asked the most boring shit, and they asked him about that versus streaming. He goes, hey, listen, I fucking hate streaming, but it's what pays me. So I'm going to act like I do, but I love physical. I think if you're coming up with questions that can engage them, and it's not a question they heard 5,000 times, that's gonna do you a lot of good. And I think it's cool that you got to talk Legos with somebody who's really passionate about that. And I think that's super cool. So
yeah, and whenever I get like whenever I know I'm going to do an interview, I like look the person up just to try to figure out, what else I can ask. I don't know if I said this before, but like when I did Dungeons and Dragons, I talked to Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
but I didn't get to see the movie. Like the screening that came up, like I couldn't make it, and then so I emailed them. I'm like, hey, I haven't seen the movie. I don't feel comfortable doing the interview. If you want to put someone else in my spot, that's great. I completely understand. And then they were just like, no, we trust you. We think you could come up with something. So I was like, all right. And then I found out he's a huge Pokemon fan. So then I asked him, I'm like, hey, I know you're a Pokemon fan. Dungeons and Dragons has to do with creatures. So I'm like, so what Pokemon character would you bring with you on a Dungeons and Dragons adventure? And then he was
that's
like,
a great question. No, it's a great question.
Yeah, and he was just like, everyone would say this, but I think this person would be the best one, And it was just something that I was happy about. And then afterwards, they like messaged me. They're like, "You really liked your question." And I was like,
Yeah. Greg, you got a follow up? You got a follow up there, sir?
No.
You got any of that follow up?
No, I'm ready to move along, but I do have my second beer though.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, Doug, I never thought of it this way, but I got this beer just because I wanted to say the name of the beer on our stream.
Okay.
Also,
I think I have an idea where it might be from.
I'm scared.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I don't. I have an idea, but maybe I'm wrong.
This beer is from Working Draft, and it's called A Woman's Place is in the Brew House, y'all.
Awesome.
Yes, but Doug, it's a white IPA. So.
Oh, come on. You were doing so good, Working Draft. You had to pick a white IPA.
What's wrong with a white IPA, Doug? What are you saying?
You're doing this progressive name, and then you're like, it's a white IPA. Could just be an IPA.
Let's look it back 10 years.
I'm definitely not lying. Look, it says white IPA there.
Oh. All right. So how does it taste? Let's figure it. Does it taste good?
Are there raisins in it?
It's great.
What's raisins in it?
Here you go, y'all. This is the first world's raisin IPA. Yeah. No, it's excellent, Doug. It's crisp. It's what I would think. If you put this in front of me, I would probably say it's a cold IPA, actually, because it's it has all that, but it's definitely hoppier though than a cold IPA. It's really, really hopped out. It's really, really good, actually. It really is good. I had it before I got it, but I definitely got it because I wanted to say that name. I should have left out the white IPA because apparently that ruined it for Doug.
That did it tasted good. That's what matters. So
no, that's good. It's good. Doug, do you have your second?
I have a second one, and I got a courtesy of our friend Daniel Fisher.
Oh yeah,
and it is called Doug Double Dry Hop Cascadian Dark Ale. Thank you, Daniel.
Wait, do I have that one too?
If you got a delivery from him, you do. I would imagine. Maybe deliver different things for you.
Hold on here. Let me.
I have one that says Greg.
That would be funny if you personalized beers. Greg. It's not a white IPA.
You guys should come up with a beer.
Look how pretty that is. Yummy.
What is that glass?
This is from Liquid State Brewing out of Ithaca.
Okay.
They're very pro LGBTQ, and their logo is this little loopy thingy. So, but they did it with rainbows in this particular one. So I have a T-shirt like this too.
Nice.
So dry hopped Cascadian Dark Ale. So let's see.
Hold on, Doug. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
All right,
Hold on.
you can
Doug.
open that one too.
Doug, right?
Doug.
Doug. Man.
All right, I'm anxious to hear what you think of that.
Ryan, what do you think of it? Oh, it's a black IPA.
It's a Cascadian Dark Ale, but you can call it a black IPA. Double dry hop.
And half of the tomato, right? Daniel Fisher? Canadian Cascadian Dark Ale is a disguise for a black IPA. Okay, it's not a black IPA,
No.
but it's excellent.
Yeah, it's like almost like a dark hopped lager is what it reminds me of.
Or
Not quite one.
Slightly hop porter.
That's a better description. Yes.
It's nice. I love it actually. Apparently with Doug it does actually. Apparently.
That's a good segue to the Michael Jackson movie coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is? Oh, I'm going to see that shit. I'm all over that shit. All right, well, actually, I lied to y'all. I want to get to something before we get to the watching, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, I lied to you.
I lied. I fibbed. We'll do this because it's going to be fun. All right, so Victor, my friend Joel Geyer has been to over 1,000 breweries in 50 states. He's a freaking lunatic, but
He's our lunatic.
He is our lunatic, correct? And it's great because I always say that, Doug, and then I say like insulting things about him, and it always like it's actually endearing to him. I believe that
maybe he's got that kind of kink. We don't know. Right.
So just giving Victor a little, and everybody else who's maybe new to our stream. So he inspired this segment here because he goes to all these breweries and he likes the logos and all that, right? So Doug and I was inspired, and Doug was inspired by the first time we did it, was to continue to do the brewery logos, right? I told y'all we're going to branch out, and we're going to branch out today, kind of hard, right? And I want to know what y'all think about this logo.
Oh no.
I don't know what to say.
Whoever did that should be fired, like right now.
If they would have had the taller person maybe like kneeling down and putting the arm around the kid, that might have been. But APC.
Wow. Wow. My word.
Always penetrate children? What does that stand for?
Oh my God. All right, Victor, you go first. Give us your assessment.
I don't know, man. This is yeah.
Victor, yeah. Yeah, y'all. I don't
think that needs a lot of comments.
I'll just keep it. It's a 1 for me. It's not actually. It's a 0. It's a complete fail. Wait. So So y'all know how these things work. Like let's talk about it. There was a designer who said this was cool, right?
Yeah.
And then there was other people who said it was cool, right?
And then they
Because
took it to people above that.
I know how these logo things work, and I've designed a couple logos, and y'all have never seen the ones that I completely hate and say you never ever going to publish this shit, right? So I just don't even know what to say, Doug. It's a 0, Doug. Do you have anything to say about this?
That is an irredeemable one. Just an irredeemable one.
There were people.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is, the thing that makes it the worst is that the adult is leaning into the kid. That is what makes that just horrible. And it's horrible to start, and just making the leaning into the kid and putting the hand on the head is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. And Doug, Doug, at the same time, the kid is leaning away.
He's like, no.
Right, like it looks like he's like pulling him towards his.
Victor, did you sure you signed up for this show for this?
All right.
I thought we were gonna look at a beer brewery one there.
All right. I got something better. Y'all want something better? I got something better.
There can't be anything worse.
You know what I would say about that though? There's probably someone who is like grew up like super insulated from the world and thought this is like, this parent holding on to their kid and think it's like the most beautiful thing, right. And then not realizing that there's us people that have perverted minds that see this and are like, no, that's not a beautiful thing.
Apparently, the story goes, I'm pretty sure that they got a lot of backlash and they had to change it. There's that. So now, here's another one, y'all. Let's move along to something funner.
All right. Oh.
Doug, you don't see it.
Boobs?
This guy sees it. This guy sees it. This dog, you don't see it.
Yeah, there's boobs. There's like a crease where it goes down toward the cleft of things. Yes, I see it. What I'm saying, I was trying to be not a pervert, but I couldn't avoid it because my brain is geared that way.
Yeah. Again, somebody approved this.
Yes, somebody approved this and thought this is cool.
Yeah, but listen, I had to. I swear I had to read the caption, Doug. I did not see it at first.
Also, the fonts. Look at the fonts. The fonts are terrible. On top of just a bad design, just like, what is that font?
I can't even.
Is it a bad design or is it a good design, Doug?
Well, it depends on what you're going for.
Okay.
Could be a really good design.
I'm literally going for dance studio.
Then no, that is not a good design.
What kind of dance studio?
One that's
swinger dance studio. Swinger dance studio. Should be the upside down pineapples, right? Swinger dance.
So, Doug, is this a fail too?
Less of a fail than the other one. Because the human body being naked is not a shameful thing. The other thing was shameful.
Yeah, but once you see the boobs, you can't unsee it.
That's true. Now I can what I can do is if I can, instead of focusing straight, I can focus on the outside of it, like peripherally, and
right.
then I could see it looks like Arabian Night sort of weirdness, but like unfortunately, as soon as I focus in the middle, it all is just boobs.
Yeah, and a better font would help, right, Doug?
Maybe
it would help take the focus off the tits. I
don't know. How do you take focus off tits? I don't know. That's difficult. Poor Victor. He didn't know what he was strolling in here with tonight. He thought we're gonna do some brewery logos.
It's all about family.
It's all about family. Right, Dom Toretta.
All right. Well, we'll get Victor, who is a serious person, out of this, Doug, right now, because we clearly are not serious tonight.
That's
I'm not
okay.
serious. This is funny though.
Victor, is this passive aggressive, or are you above the age of 45 and you probably think it's not? What does this emoji do for you?
It just tells me you understood what I said.
Thank you. You're a man of a certain age, then.
Right.
It's-
Also, Victor is not pushing against what I already say about this one, right, Doug? Which is old people get it, and young people are.
Young people like try to slide 50 meanings into one emoji of a hey, good.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all.
Doesn't
What about
mean
this
all right.
one,
Shut
man?
up.
Is this easier?
This is looking or the side eye.
Or side? Do you ever use this one, Victor?
I don't use emojis.
Oh,
Maybe every now and then I'll use like the thumbs up or the heart or
that's
haha.
it though. You only
Question
go to
mark.
those two,
Yeah, but I never use eyes.
right? And Doug,
That's
even
smart.
that one could be misconstrued. I don't know how you misconstrued a heart. We'll get to that one time, Doug. But I'm sure there's a way y'all gonna be like, the heart is horrible. Oh my God, what are you gonna do? Anyway,
Depends on the
Doug,
color of the heart, according to
Yeah,
my
I was
kids.
gonna say that too.
are you serious?
Yep. According to my kids, it depends on the color of the heart. There's all sorts of interpretation depending on the color.
So is a white heart okay, we're not doing this.
We're not doing that right now. We're not doing it right now.
Doug, what do the double eyes do for you?
All right. So do you know the one meme? Pull me back up the screen. It's the John Cena meme where he does the that kind of reminds me of I also could see like, ooh, check that out kind of thing. I haven't used it where she was saying, what am I looking at? That's not how I ever use it, but that one can be interpreted in a bunch of different ways. I think that's actually one that can have a bunch of different meanings. I think. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's for me. It's the one that you just said. It's so like if you would say like if you would put in our Speakeasy chat like Rhythm Brewing is getting their own tap room, I would put that on the screen. Like, oh shit. Like that's oh shit to me. If that makes sense. Like, look at here. Oh fuck. That kind of thing. It's a surprise. It could be a bad surprise too, right? So it could be like, I don't know.
Yeah. One other thing I think is it synonymous for you where it's like the face to face? Not for me.
That's wow.
That's wow. Okay.
I just saw the APC logo.
Close.
Face.
Was that? What's that, Victor?
I said I just saw the APC logo face.
Right.
Bravo.
Right. So Doug, how about this? Wow is something that I already knew, and eyes like that is something that you just told me. So like, if you're like, I don't know. Remember I'm not even trying to talk about this jackass, but remember you put in there about Chuck Norris or whatever. Yeah. Like, if that was a surprise to me, I would have put the double eyes. If that makes sense, like, oh shit, like that happened. That kind of, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But if it was something that I knew, I might do the wow in place of the eyes, because their eyes for me is like there's a wow factor to it. I'm like, my eyes are popping out, and I'm like, wow, like that's crazy. Right. So that's it. All right, y'all.
Interesting.
That was painless, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, except for the APC logo, that was pretty painful. But more than one person approved that. A lot of people had to approve that because that costs money. Somebody paid money to put.
Are those out like on billboards and stuff? Did they have that everywhere before someone was like, "Hey, maybe we should change this"?
Maybe take the pedophilic fucking looking logo down.
And I know Victor was joking, but literally though, and I think that happened a couple years ago. But in today's environment, there's really no legit other way to look at it. Like, I'm not even like serious. Like,
yeah,
seriously. Like, so on that note, we're gonna try to do something with that, Doug. I don't know. Some sexy music, Doug. Will
Yeah,
always
always.
get us out of, right. Now, this
That's how I was
show
thinking
is
about a
not.
guy with a little child.
Hey, we're moving forward, not looking back. We're moving forward.
Well, I don't think this show is sexy, but maybe to some people it is. Victor,
That's a great show. It's
Okay.
intense.
you want to talk about it? What's going on? I hear there's you don't no spoilers, but I hear there's a controversial ice show.
I think that's the one that just came out. I haven't seen it. It came out yesterday.
I haven't seen that episode either.
But from what I've heard is that they're not heavy-handed with it, and they don't take it lightly. So they present it in a way that doesn't seem like they're being preachy, from what I've heard. But hopefully, I'll probably try to watch it later tonight. But it's a good show. I mean, it's just one day at this ER unit, and it's just like each episode is an hour of that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's intense.
For this year, I'm sorry, for this year or just the whole show is like that.
Yeah, both seasons.
Shows
Yeah, this is the second season, so yeah, this is like another day. It's like it's actually July 4th weekend too, so you see a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, so it's a 12-hour shift, and each episode's an hour.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like 24.
Yes,
Yeah.
but if they broke it up into 2 days, but it's just a 12-hour shift. But yeah.
But that little tiny thing that they.
But there's no cougar walking around near Alicia Kulisberg.
Yeah.
Right, and
Hey.
I guess part of the theme is that like a lot of shit happens at a hospital, right? That's
Yeah.
right.
But
Right,
but it's
right,
also
right.
good because like they talk about like the insurance, how it's so hard. Like there's a dad that even though he needs like
Oh, the
certain
dad one.
issues.
Oh,
Yeah, but he still wants to go to work because they can't pay their bills. Even like when the head of the hospital tells him, "Oh, we can give you this sort of discount," he's like, "Yeah, but that's still like I don't remember the number, like $6,000 that I can't pay." Yeah,
it was like $30,000. He's like, I can't pay that. So.
yeah. But it shows like everything about what the ins and outs of the hospitals, not only just like what the doctors and the nurses go through, but what everyone else goes through, even the patients.
Yeah, they've been pretty heavy-handed with AI, and rightfully so, because fuck AI. But I think this season they've been really hard on that, and they should be, because that shit sucks.
Yeah.
What's your favorite character in the pit?
Oh my god, I'm blanking on her name.
That's hard because there's a lot of really good characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, but the one that I with the glasses, she had her sister just came in.
Oh, Mel.
Yes, Mel. That's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I like her. I like the character Abbott, who's the guy who has like an amputated leg, but he never stops working. That guy is a phenomenal actor. There's also Dr. McKay, who's a lady who was like on house arrest.
Yeah.
In the first season, I think she's phenomenal. Like, there's just so many good characters.
Yeah, I just found out that she is Brad Dourif's daughter. So Brad, he's the guy that did the voice of Chucky.
Really?
And then she was actually on the Child's Play television series and in one of the movies.
Really?
So I gotta go back and like look into that.
That's fabulous. Yeah. I think Greg, you could watch the whole first season. I would love to hear your thoughts on it because every fucking near every episode of this show, I cry at some point. Because it's just there's parts of it that are just fucking hard to watch, but it's like necessary watch. Like there's two particular characters, patients this season. One of them who's a lady who's terminally ill with cancer. That is just gut wrenching to watch. There's a guy who was in a car accident and and he just had all kinds of calamities, and he ended up being like over 400 pounds. And then they weren't sure if they could do an operation because he was too heavy, but he was like this really like just a great character. And I don't know, he lost contact with life because this accident affected him so severely. And just, he was kind of estranged from his sister, but he was going to the surgery that he had a 50% chance of living or dying. Like, it's just high stakes shit all the time. And it's a fucking great show. I think that show is better than ER, and I watched all of ER. So that's my assessment. But I think I would love to see
that. The writing is just great on the show because you care about everybody. It's not like these are throwaway characters or anything. Like you care about every character.
That
And like
that guy.
goes on. Who?
Ogilvy, the fucking curly haired guy that came in this year.
Oh yeah, that new
that
guy.
guy.
Is just, but we'll see what happens with his story. But I mean, it's kind of cool though that like as the series goes through, you get more invested in each of the people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
sounds
great
like
show.
Sounds like good storytelling to me.
And it's winning a lot of awards too, so that kind of lets you know that a lot of people are really digging it.
Yeah, I've never seen this one that you want to talk about, Victor, but the art just blew me away.
Oh yes. Wait, why is Moon Knight on there? Moon Knight and Spider-Man are on there. That's weird. But no, yeah.
Yeah, why is Moon Knight and Spider-Man on that?
Well, the Punisher was in the first series, the first season.
Was it Bernthal the Punisher?
Yeah, he's an awesome Punisher. He is just like Frank Castle incarnate. Just watching him
also,
on there.
I would like to say that people who put like the Punisher stickers on your car, the Punisher would actually fucking hate you. So yeah, there's that part. But sorry, sidetrack. Go, Victor.
No, good thing that you said that because in the first season, there's a scene where like the police have him tied up, like Frank Castle, and they all have like the Punisher logo, and he just like rips them for it, and it's hilarious because he's just like, you wear my symbol, but you don't even know what it means, and it's like and he just goes off, and it happened in the comic books, and then to see it happen live, with John Bernthal doing it, it was just like perfect, and I'm surprised they did that because I wouldn't be surprised like a lot of people got upset about it, but seriously, no, if people are walking around with that logo, they don't understand the Punisher.
Nope.
Or maybe they do, but those that don't understand it and put that logo on there, it's ridiculous.
Those are the same people that are surprised that Homelander is a villain in The Boys. Yes. They're the same people. That's a Venn circle. That Venn diagram is a circle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I just finished the second season. It comes out next week. I can't really say much about it, but the first couple episodes are a little get you back into the thick of it. And then the last 3 episodes are just like amazing. It's like some of the best writing that Marvel's done recently, especially with Vincent D'Onofrio as Punisher. He's just, or not Punisher, Kingpin. He's just great. I mean, yeah, it's like a masterclass watching him when he talks and the way he acts and when he starts beating people up. It's just like there's like no remorse in his eyes when he's doing these things. But it's a really great season. But yeah, I won't spoil like the cameos and whatnot that's in it. Yes. Daredevil is the shit.
What is Greg, quick tangent. Does Daredevil bring back Kristen Ritter this season as Jessica Jones, or am I thinking of some other IP?
No, that was in the Defenders. When she was out there.
I thought she was coming back at something else too. I'm gonna look. Sorry.
I think it's in the trailer. And that's all I'll say.
That's all you'll say. All right. People are happy about that one. Victor, what's going on with this one?
Bates a funny show. It's good. Riz Ahmed, I mean, he was in. Did you ever see The Sound of Metal, where he played a drummer that was going deaf?
No, but I so want to see. I haven't seen that or the one where it was. That was also the movie that won an awards. That was on Apple Plus, which was
the Coda.
Coda. I need to see those. As a person who's partially deaf, I should watch these. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, he's an actor. He's auditioning to be the next James Bond, and then he's told he's told to exit in a certain door, but he decides to exit the other way because he knows that there's photographers out there. So he's thinking, if he gets his picture taken coming out of there, it might be good for his career. And then he does get his picture taken. People are starting to say that he is going to be, and then everything from his life spirals after that. Because there's him living at home, or him, trying to help out his parents financially. So he's he's hoping to get these acting jobs. And then there's the people that think that, a Muslim shouldn't be James Bond. And so it's like all the hate that he gets from that. And then him trying to navigate through that whole world of, is he made for this role if he does get it, or is he able to put up with all the hatred and stuff that goes on there being said about him online because of it? But yeah, it's funny. It's heartfelt. There's like some really tender moments in it. But I mean, just I've never really seen him in like a comedic role. I've always seen him in either like action or serious roles. So it's kind of cool to see him like this.
Oh, cool. Let's address some.
Look at that. I didn't know that.
It's a video game.
Oh,
Oh, still that first time. That's still one of my favorite quotes from the stupid Lego movies. First try.
a good one. So no,
Yeah, that's about this.
Victor, do you have any comments on this?
yes. I teared up. I'll be honest, because I loved what they did with him in the last movie, like how everybody forgot about who he is. So I was trying to figure out how they're gonna do it. But what made me tear up was the homage to like the comic book covers.
Oh,
Toward
the
the end of the
homage.
trailer. Homage, there you go. I'm sorry. At the end of the trailer, they got like 4 images that are taken directly from comic book covers, and I thought that was perfect that they did that, and it just looked really cool to see that. Because I mean, I think like the ending of the Amazing Spider-Man when he's like jumping at the camera and he did it kind of look comic book coverish, but just seeing those images, I was just like, man, this is great. This is beautiful, and I'm excited because I mean, Spider-Man, as you can tell, it's like one of my favorite characters. So I'm excited to see this. And I mean, Tom Holland's been like a great Spider-Man. He's been like just perfect.
Is he your favorite Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield's my favorite Spider-Man, but Tom Holland, I think he like pretty much captured that teen angst, quirkiness, yeah, to the role. That I mean, Andrew Garfield was cool, but he's like too cool for the role. I mean, the Tobey Maguire ones were the ones that I saw in the theaters and I grew up watching, and I enjoyed those because it was great to see Spider-Man on the screen. But I always loved the costume in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I thought that looked like the most comic accurate than all the other ones. But then like the Tom Holland ones came out, and I think those are pretty cool too, especially the Iron Spider one that they did in Endgame. Oh no, Infinity War.
Oh yeah. I am so far behind the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, so Victor, one of the things that I know you enjoyed a bunch and you talked about it a bunch is covering South by Southwest.
Yeah.
I it's funny because like I'm used to the rejections for applying to some of these things, and then so I was like, you know what, let me apply to this and see what happens. And sure enough, I got the email saying I was approved to cover it as press. But then I started looking at flights and hotels, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. But they do have like a virtual option, so they have like a dedicated page where they have a lot of the shorts on there and some of the movies that the studios allow to put on there. So I got to watch a few of the movies, and then my inbox was just getting flooded with people like, hey, we're doing this at this theater, you know, you're welcome to come through and we're gonna interview so and so. But I couldn't do any of that, so I'd always reach out and be like, hey, I'm covering this virtually. Can I do a Zoom interview if possible? And if you could send me a link for the movie, that would be great too. So a couple studios did that. They sent me their stuff, but everyone else was like, well, we're just going to do it here. And then once the movie officially releases, once we get closer to release date, we could try to, you know, reach out and follow up and do something. So I was like, all right, great. But yeah, no, it was kind of cool though. Yeah, this one, Kitse, was a really fun movie to watch. I got to interview the directors, and one of the stars was on the Zoom call, which I didn't know, so I had to like come up with questions for her as we were there.
On the
but this
fly?
is like, huh?
On the fly?
Yeah, like when they let me in the room, they're like, oh, by the way, we have so and so here too, and I was like, oh, okay. So I had to like come up with something for her to ask. But this is like, even when the director said it, it's like Rosemary's Baby meets Carrie.
Oh man, that sounds like
it's two best friends who are getting ready to have their quinceañera, and the boyfriend of one of them gets possessed by a creature, mythological, like a creature from Latin America, and by him having sex with her, he pretty much transports it to her, and so like she's slowly changing, and her friend is trying to like to help her, and then is like ultimately doesn't know like if she should kill her own friend or let her friend live. But it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's subtitled, you know. So if you don't like reading subtitles, I mean, you better learn to read or learn Spanish because I mean the movie's in Spanish and it had English subtitles, which I
sounds
thought it
like
was
a
great.
Doug special. That sounds like a Doug special. He
Oh,
would
it
love
does.
that.
That sounds exactly up my alley.
Yeah, it's fun. I guess I enjoy it.
Absolutely. And then you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, this was a documentary talking about how the Black Lives Matters movement pretty much started with Facebook Live and with everything that happened with George Floyd. But the thing that I guess you could say pissed me off about the documentary was that Meta and like all like the social media companies made so much money on these videos that people were posting about, like, you know, George Floyd, Sandra Bland, all these things that were happening. But the people that posted the videos themselves got nothing. All those people got was like hatred and death threats, you know, and they had to like move from their own homes. But it just shows how, like, you know, while Facebook Live that was like the first time too Facebook Live was used when Philando Castile was shot. That was like the very first time people knew about that function, but they didn't know that they could do that. Like, you know, start recording themselves while they were at a certain location. So it was like, you know, all these companies made like billions of dollars, and these people pretty much got like their lives like upended. So it's pretty cool to see, you know, like everything that's happened ever since that Philando Castile shooting. But it's also interesting how like that happened before George Floyd, but there wasn't as much outrage about it until after the George Floyd thing. People went back and were like, oh wait, this also happened too. And then it's like, you know, and then like the girlfriend of him, it's sad because like there's all these marches and memorials for him, but she's never invited to them because like they just don't want the stigma of her being there. And then she's always like, you know, she's reminded every year of what happened to her boyfriend, but yet no one ever reached out to her and, you know, asking her how she's doing. So it's really good. I really want people to watch this when it comes out.
Yeah, that looks really. The thing is, we know social media is really not something that people make money on unless you're owning it.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that I saw this week too that I didn't really think about was the idea that Trayvon Martin was killed 14 years ago. 14 fucking years. That seems like it was yesterday. Like, not yesterday, but in the literal sense, but like not that long ago. And we didn't have like the social media videos of all that, but the Philando Castile thing, that was videoed, and he videoed himself getting shot. How that didn't just turn into something, well, we know why it didn't turn into something bigger, because it was a black man saying, hey, I have a gun. It's registered. I have it legally registered. Here's my registration. And, you know, the idea that other people were in the car and these cops shot him.
Yeah. Like the 2-year-old daughter was in the back seat.
We just have a fucked up way of policing people. And we all know that policing actually started as people who rounded up slaves who were escaping, and just that has never stopped. That has been forgive me, that's what I see police as now. And I don't trust police as far as I can throw them. And I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy who has every privilege in the fucking world, and I don't trust police at all. Mm-hmm. And the interesting thing, so in upstate New York, what I will see is if I see a car that is pulled over and I see 2 or more cop cars, I always know that is someone of color. Always. And I am always fucking right. Always right. I can't tell you the amount of cars I've seen pulled over and they're just searching through the fuck out of it. And there's a black guy just sitting on the side. Just like, fuck. Like, it just sucks because this is the state of how things are. And in this administration, it's even worse. All that's emboldened. All that, there's no repercussions. There's just none. And I'm not sure I could watch that and not be enraged, but I feel like I need to watch it because of the content. It's like you need to witness what it is.
Yeah.
It's similar to watching like Get with Ice in Minneapolis. Like, I don't want to watch those videos, but I have to because I need to be aware and I need to witness what is happening to people that are getting just fucked over systematically. So I do you know that this sucks to say. I'm gonna have to watch it on a streaming service. What streaming service can I see that on?
I don't know yet because right now
Okay.
it just premiered at the South by
Oh,
Southwest.
just this South by South.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it all depends. Like if it gets picked up by a distributor and it gets put out there, but hopefully it does because I mean I really want people to check this out.
Yeah. This is. Yeah. It feels like the thing is like Greg. I don't know how you feel. Like I'm saying this as a white guy who needs to witness this kind of stuff. Like, how do you feel about this kind of thing? Is it too much? Is it like I get it if it's too much? That's valid. I just wonder what you think.
I'll let your words speak for you. I don't really have much to say.
Okay.
I mean, you said it all. Really. You and Victor said it all. Victor gave a nice summary. You nailed the opinion. We're good.
Yeah. Can I do third beer?
Yeah, actually, can I clear the palate first?
Yeah, for sure.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce.
Nothing like two old white people at a fucking thrift store.
Right.
Thinking about biscuits.
And that was my little white jig I was doing, Doug. Like,
at least you were doing this.
All right.
Glade, what the?
Manny! Jesus Christ.
Doug, save us, please, with your third beer.
All right. So my third beer it's a big one. It's the Wirebacker Quad. Just an outstanding quad. Just taste, just delicious.
That looks good.
Okay. Thanks, Manny. Welcome to the show, by the way.
I think he's talking about the biscuit lady. He wants the honey sauce.
Maybe he does.
Right.
But she doesn't like the way it tastes with her chicken wings. You have to be careful.
But she likes it with the biscuits.
She likes it with the biscuits. Just don't get it anywhere near her wings.
So is it yummy or where the
It's
taste
fucking
is?
delicious.
Can we get this? Or
What's funny is it is a borderline barley wine to me. Like it's sweet in that barley wine way. As you can see, it's not as dark as a lot of quad. So it's a little more barley wine. It's almost like barley wine and the quad kind of merged together. So it's very tasty. It is 12% ABV, so it's a very high ABV beer, but tasty and good.
all right, Doug. We haven't had any food shaming lately, so we're gonna catch Victor because we know Victor watches the show, so he may have not been ready for the food shaming. So we like to keep people on our toes here. So this is a fairly straightforward one that you should not get wrong, Victor. But you never know. People will get this wrong. What does not go on a motherfucking burger? And you get to say two if you want, but you definitely gotta stand on business, Doug, as the kids say. And you have to pick one and you have to defend it to the death. So Victor, you are on the hot seat.
Which two? Onions and cucumbers.
What?
Yeah, I mean onions every now and then, but onions and I'll be okay if it doesn't have onions. But I never had cucumbers on a burger.
Me either.
I don't think I want to try it.
Yeah, it's a Doug, what do you say? It's a no dog. Onions. Oh my God, Victor. I can't listen. First of all, if any of y'all say that cucumbers is legit, y'all need to reevaluate your life. Okay. So G is definitely right. Now, I knew y'all were going to slip up on the second one, and that's why I gave y'all two to hang yourself.
All right.
Literally. So Doug, say the cucumber.
The cucumber for sure.
Get to the wrong portion of your opinion here.
It's a giant tomato slice. That shit slides all over the place. It just slides all over the place. That's the problem with it. It's not anything else. It's just like it.
Yeah, but Doug,
It
you
makes
gotta
it makes
bite
a
into it. You gotta give it.
yeah.
to
You know what happens when you bite into it? The fucking tomato slides all over the fucking place. That's what happens with it.
So, you know, I hate agreeing with Doug here on these things, Victor. You've seen it too many times, right? You've seen it too many times. Now, I'll give Doug a half on the tomato because the real problem with the tomato for me is that it's never fucking good. Like y'all's tomatoes are fucking terrible. Even almost at like the high end like burger places, that's where you get like your best shot at a good fucking tomato. But otherwise, I usually take the tomato off because it's either to me, I'm really picky, Doug. That there's too much white in that one right there. So immediately for me, it's G and H, right? Or no, it's G and E. I'm one of those people that mustard is hot dog and ketchup is burger. But that was when we were young and like fucking Burger King put the mustard on, but McDonald's didn't. And I always fucking hated that little, and it's bad mustard too. It's yellow. So it's not like anything. But now they have these like pub burgers and all this other shit where you can put like Dijon mustard on with some like a pretzel bun. You know what I'm talking about, Victor. Like this is where mustard becomes acceptable for me on here. And the rest of them are good. So I want to argue with Doug, and I really fucking want to, but I just can't because he's right. Because usually it's a garbage tomato, and thus it doesn't even belong on your fucking burger. If y'all can't put a good tomato on a burger, y'all need to step up your tomato game. It's fucking atrocious. And as someone who has grown to like tomatoes, I didn't really even like tomatoes, Victor, when I was young. I love them now, but I love a good ripe one on that burger. But again, y'all don't do it right. So fuck you and your tomatoes. You might as well just keep them and don't fucking put them on my burger because I'm going to take it off and I'm going to send it back or whatever the fuck. So yes, Doug, tomatoes because they're fucking low quality. Cucumbers, what are we doing? This sounds like
if it was pickled cucumbers, then it'd be pickles, and that would be fine. But like cucumbers.
Correct. Thank you. And Doug doesn't even like
pickles. No, I don't. Right. But there are other people making that comment in the comments. Like, what about pickles? Like, yeah, I don't like pickles on my burger, but I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't like peanut butter on burgers, but peanut butter is definitely better than a goddamn cucumber, right? Like,
have you ever had a peanut butter jelly burger? Peanut butter jelly burgers
are you? I think they're just trolling with the cucumber, honestly. Because where the fuck is pickle? Actually,
can I ask a question about the onions?
Yeah.
If it's grilled onions versus raw onions on a burger, no, thank you.
Okay,
but grilled onions I like, but raw onions not my jam.
No, and then you can have bad raw onions too. Like those are the worst onions. If they're yellow, those are like the most pungent, aggressive onion, right, Doug? So if you put them on, you have to have that kind of balance of a sweet or something in there for it to be good. And I'm an onion lover. Now, red onions are a little bit more tamer, right? And I think they're more acceptable raw. But I'm with you though, Doug. Grilled onions over raw onions any day.
What about onion rings on a burger?
Oh,
onion
definitely.
Rings is
yes.
Again, they're trolling them with this fucking graphic. But anyway, go.
Onion, Victor, you hit it. That fucking onion ring on a burger with some like barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good. I will also say that somebody said a peanut butter and bananas burger. Listen, I love peanut butter and bananas as a combo. On a burger, I'm not sure that sounds good.
There's a place by my house that has a couple burgers with peanut butter as the option. So
peanut butter is good. It really is, but not with cheese. That's the only thing. Is there's no cheese. You can't have cheese. That would be gross.
All right.
Your toilet will be happy with you.
How are you guys about eggs on the burger?
I'm good with it.
Eggs is one of the best toppings, honestly. It's great. Give me a sunny side, and then you bite into it. and then all that gooey ooey. It's just great.
Is it Bad Apple? Is that what he's talking about?
What
I don't know.
is that
That's in
Kumba
Chicago.
Corner?
Oh yeah, Kuma's Corner.
Yeah,
They got some.
that's that's the one I know. That place
Yeah.
is fucking dope.
They have a
Great
communion
burger.
wafer burger.
Great burger, sir. All right.
Lockdown Grill.
All right. Just so Doug can hear the music again, and apparently I moved on too quick. Doug, before we get to all that, I know you want to talk about this.
Yes, I do. This is the best weekend of the fucking year for me. The best. And here's why. Because you get all these fucking like lower seeds that have an actual chance. Like it is just, it's fucking awesome. Just like you'll get these weird. So for instance, I'm a Kentucky fan and I was watching the game and they were playing Santa Clara. And I knew that was going to be a tough out. It was going to be Santa Clara's a really good team. They got a 10 seed, which was a shitty seed for them. They were better than that. And it was tied. And this fucking center, who is not a good three-point shooter, made this three. And there was like 3 seconds left. And Kentucky inbounds the ball. And the guy makes a shot just over half court and banks in a three to put it into overtime. And I'm going ballistic. I'm just like, how the fuck is this happening? This is great. And Kentucky ends up winning. But that's March Madness. March Madness is just these awesome shots. These kids who aren't now they're getting paid because of NIL money. But like what's funny to me is the guy who got paid the most NIL money, he got eliminated in the first game for BYU. Because, listen, I'm not going to root for BYU because I'm not going to root for religious schools for a variety of reasons. But like the Mormon stuff just really bothers me. And that guy's not Mormon. They paid him $5 million in NIL money to come and play there. He'll play 1 year. He'll go to the NBA. He'll be one of the first 3 guys taken. But to me, just like for instance, there was a thing where Duke was playing Siena. Siena is a small school in upstate New York who is coached by a guy named Jerry McNamara, who played for Syracuse, who was this kid from Scranton, Pennsylvania, who played at this tiny Catholic high school, who scored 2,000 points in high school. He had this legendary run in the Big East tournament, and now he's coaching Siena. He was on the Syracuse staff for a year or two, and he had them playing hard, and he played against one of the 2 best teams I've watched all year. So the best team I've seen all year is Arizona. Duke is second best. But yeah, you're right. McNamara is a legend. I actually played against him in a pickup game once, and that guy was light years ahead of anybody on the court. Why he was there at this tiny court in Scranton to play was just, he probably was just bored. But yeah. So, but anyway, this is what makes March Madness so much fun. Just awesome. Now, not every game's awesome. You have these teams that are so much better than the other teams. They beat them by 40 points. That fucking happens too. This is my favorite weekend of the year, is just this. What's funny is when it gets to the Sweet 16, I am less interested because you don't have that many lower seed small school teams having a chance. So that's when I'm a little now listen, I'm going to be interested. I'm going to watch all the way to the championship game because I'm a college basketball nerd. It's just so much fun the first weekend. The first 4 days of March Madness is just fucking great. It's chaotic. There's 5,000 fucking games going on. It's almost impossible to keep up. Every year since I've been in high school, I've done a bracket. And this year, because of life, I completely forgot to do a bracket this year, which is unusual for me. Unusual in that I haven't done it in 30 years. I think I've had a bracket every year. So, yeah. Anyway, love the Final Four. Love March Madness. Love all of it. So, yeah. All right. So, not sure what we're doing here. I think Greg said something about movies, but yeah.
You said something about movies.
Well, did I? I don't know if we're on the slides, though. That's where I'm lost.
I don't think you put them on there, so you got to talk.
All right. So I want to first talk about, there's 2 movies I want to talk to Victor about because I know he's seen them both. So let's talk about the big one. The big one first is Project Hail Mary, because that's been advertised across every fucking platform. It's been shoved in your face.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. We'll keep it clear because Greg hasn't seen it yet.
Well, no one has seen it. It's been out for a day.
I guarantee you a bunch of people seen it. It will gross a fuck ton of money this weekend. I promise you.
I got it, but come on. It's been out 2 seconds. Come on.
All right, so whatever. We're not going to do spoilers. So shush. Anyway, it is one of the 5 best audiobooks I've ever listened to in my life. I just was so excited they made this in a movie, and I was a little concerned because it's a very science-heavy book. Like, the book itself is very science-forward, very sci-fi. Before somebody introduce somebody to sci-fi, this is not the book. What is your opinion on spoiler-free Project Hail Mary? Let's start with you, and then I'll
All right. Your mic sounds kind of muffled, Doug.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry, what was the last part? What was my opinion on it?
Yeah, what's your opinion on? Let's go with you one, and then I will riff on that.
I enjoyed it a lot. It's funny because like whenever we go, it's been playing, like they've been having previews and like advanced screenings for like the last 2 weeks for it, like really like getting it out there. And at first I was like, this is gonna kill it, because then there's been other movies that they had all this hype, and then when the movie comes out, it doesn't do well. But I'm hoping that this one does. But the thing for me is like, I had like all these thoughts of it when I was walking out the screening. And it's one of those things, like when you go to these screenings, like there's the people from the PR companies, they come up to you and they're like, oh, Victor Fernandez, what's your thoughts? And you let them know, and they'll write it down, and then they send it to the studio. And then that's how sometimes you get like the pull quotes for the posters and whatnot. So they asked me, and I was just like, I was quiet for a second. I'm like, you know what? The 2 words that came out of my life was life affirming. It was like, I felt like this is a really life affirming movie, because it's one of those things that he knows what the outcome would be if he doesn't help. And it's like, do you want to just stand to the side and let this happen, or do something? But then when you're chosen, how are you going to be? Are you going to be that person that, steps up to the plate, like, oh, I can do this? Or are you really going to be afraid because you know what can happen to you? And I think that was like one of the most realist parts of the movie, that when I think about it, sometimes it makes me tear up, because it was just like, it was hard to watch. But the movie is just like, there are some parts where it runs kind of slow. You are right. It's really like science heavy in some of it, but it's not science heavy to the point where you don't want to hear what's going on. It says it in a way that's easy for you to understand. But there are some images in this movie that are like, I don't think a phone or a laptop can bring justice to it. There are certain scenes that you have to see like on an IMAX screen, or now some theaters are doing it in 70 millimeter, or just see it on the big screen, because it just looks fantastic. And even like, I'm at the point now where whenever I go see the movie, I sit through the entire credits, because I know a lot of people worked hard on it, and as long as someone has their eye on their name as it goes up, I don't know if they'll feel it, but to me, it's like, it's a way of saying thank you to everybody that watched the movie. But this movie, as the credits roll, there's all these images that I don't know if they were taken like from the Hubble telescope or from what, but it's just great to see like all these images from the vastness of space. But I thought this was a good movie. It's like 2.5 hours. It at some point I did start feeling the time, but then after that, like I didn't anymore. But yeah, no, I definitely would say this is one of those movies that you got to see it on the big screen, because watching it at home, you're not going to get the same effect.
I love how Doug didn't say it was too long. I didn't hear that, Doug. Was it too long, Doug?
No, for what the content of what it was, it could have been a lot longer. That's the thing, is like, it could have been a lot longer. But I agree with Victor, just the idea of like how, now the thing is, Victor, you said the movie was very intense with the science. It's actually, the book is way more. Because it's written by Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian, which was very science heavy too. He's a very heavy science fiction writer. So if you like The Martian, you'll probably enjoy this. Now, here's the thing. The difference between The Martian and Project Hail Mary is the Martian is a guy by himself on Mars. Project Hail Mary is this guy making a friendship with an alien. And it is a relationship. It's like they're friends, and just that is the crux of what makes this movie great. But I'm not going to go into any more details than that, Greg.
That's enough. That's literally enough. Shut it.
But I think they show that in the commercials too now. Now they're
They
starting
said
to
they sell that in the trailer, so it's not like I'm saying anything out of
yeah.
Some of us didn't see the trailer.
Okay. Then I can't say anything more about the movie. All right, moving on.
You shouldn't. It's been out a second. God damn it. Anyway,
I
It's good, though.
think go watch it. That's all.
Yeah.
Doug,
Definitely.
we will have full-throated, non-spoiler shit soon enough, like we normally do.
Great.
We'll spoil it for sure. Doug, you have another one you want to spoil, apparently.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it. I just because this one's not going to get as much pub because it was something that was a smaller release. It was something called Undertone. Undertone is this horror movie, and the funny thing about this fucking movie, I absolutely loved it. Now, I'm going to say the reason I loved it is because I actually found out my theater allows they give you headphones that are tuned into the movie. So, like, I can actually hear everything, which I can't most times because it's a little bit of whispery. It is. So hold on, sorry, Zach's being like weird, but you're on the right feed too, Zach. So I don't know. So Undertone is this movie that's basically like this lady is taking care of her dying mother, but she's also doing a podcast with a friend. And it is creepy as shit. The thing about the movie, it is the fear and the atmosphere is all driven by the sound effects and the way everything sounds. There's a point when she puts her headphones on to do her podcast. Everything, like, you hear all these noises in the house and just dampens into nothing. And they just do a great job of using sound design to drive the movie, which, as a person who's partially deaf, I've never had that experience. So maybe that's part of why I was like, wow, this is incredible. So I took my wife to it. As soon as the movie was, the lights come up, my wife goes, looks at me and goes, that was fucking dumb. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, I really like that movie. She's like, and then the whole drive home, she's like, this is why it sucked. And I was like, hey. And she goes, it was too tropey. And I went, horror movies are tropey. That's what horror movies are. That's how they work. Yeah. And then I went and I said, let me give you a trope. Here's a trope. It's the 1800s or early 1900s. And you're in Britain or England. And there's this royal family, or this rich family, and they're doing nefarious shit. And somebody dies. And that's the shit she likes. And she was like, oh, yeah. I thought Undertone was excellent. Victor, what was your thought on Undertone?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was well done. I saw it in a Dolby theater, so it was like the speakers all around you and the speakers above you. So yeah, like you said, once she puts on those headphones, it's like silent, even though like there's people around you. Like everybody was just quiet. It reminded me a lot of like Evil Dead, like while they're listening to these recordings. I felt like that was like releasing a spell, but it also like it kind of also reminded me of Blair Witch because it's like the way it's shot, you're constantly looking over her shoulder or what. And it's like it's not always like straight angle. Sometimes it's like some weird like tilted angle. So you're like, what's going on here? Is something gonna pop out over there, or what's in that closet? And every now and then you'll see like a shadow of something, or you'll see like what looked like someone standing there. But the use of the sound is just perfect. And the movie cost $500,000 to make, and it made $9.3 million. And the director has stated that he has a trilogy set for this movie. So
it's a trilogy? Okay,
yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah, so I think that's why it kind of like ends the way it does, because you want to know more and you want to like see what's going on next or what's going to happen next. Because they talk about a lot of different like videos and stuff that could lead to this curse or this with Abazul. I think that was the name of the demon or something.
Yeah.
So I think they're
that.
gonna investigate more on those characters and the friend too that was on the other side of the podcast. So I'm curious. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, but I went with people from work, and then afterwards some of them were like, that was all right, and some of them were like, that was just scary shit. But I think the sound is what really drives that movie.
Yeah. Hold on. I will say I could see your Blair Witch analogy though, because like the ending is very Blair Witchy. Yeah. So, Greg, did you ever see the Blair Witch Project?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see it when it came out, or did you see it later? Later. Okay.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under
good?
2 on.
Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm laughing at Zach's title for the sequel.
I under 12. Victor, you can only watch one of these franchises for life. Think about it as like you're on an island with only one content, right? So it's Star Wars, Marvel, or DC. I think I know the answer, but
I'll go with Star Wars.
Oh, I was gonna say Marvel. I was gonna say that you were gonna say Marvel, but clearly Doug has shown his hand by waving his head no to Star Wars. I knew that already, though. So, Doug, is it Marvel or DC?
Here's the problem. It's probably Marvel. The problem is DC has my favorite superhero movie ever, and it's The Dark Knight. And if I can only watch, it's probably Marvel because of the totality, but at the same time, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, those two are just superb. I think Batman Begins does not get its due because that is just a superb fucking movie. Dark Knight's better. Dark Knight Better is the best superhero movie I've ever watched in my life to me. So, but I probably would just pick for totality to pick Marvel.
Are we getting like the new stuff too, or is it just what's out there that we get to see?
You get whatever. You get whatever is coming and whatever happened. You're on an island with only one channel, and it's one of those 3 brands. That's it.
All right, I'll stick with mine because I grew up on that. That's one of my favorite. And I'll swim over to Doug's Island every now and then.
Yeah. Hey, all right. You want to come over and hang out, and watch a movie? Great. I'll come over to here to watch.
Wait, Doug. What did you? Because Doug never likes to take the one answer that he has to take. Victor, he likes to like morph it into 2 or 3 or something. Or
no, listen. I just said
Marvel for sure.
No,
it's
Marvel.
DC. If I picked one, it would have to be Marvel. Just for the.
It will be Marvel and then DC and then Star Wars third, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
For me, yes. But that doesn't mean that I think Star Wars sucks. I'm not as big a fan of it as other folks. So.
And Victor, I'm going to say Star Wars, Marvel, and DC for you, right?
Yeah, but I agree with Doug. Like the Batman movies, the Christopher Nolan ones are like top tier.
Oh, that's true. You get the Blade movies.
Marvel,
it's the first Blade. It's the first Blade. Fuck the other one.
Marvel also Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Greg, what about you?
Yeah,
Greg, we didn't hear your opinion.
Marvel Spider-Man, right? Over.
Yeah.
Actually, for me, DC would be second and Star Wars would be third. I used to be a big Star Wars fan. It's not that I'm not a Star Wars fan, but if you're going to put those 3, I'm going to take Batman and Superman over Star Wars pretty much all the time, especially if I could see them. And Supergirl's going to be great. That's going to be fun. Actually, my sons were my sons were lamenting today that they hope that Supergirl is even more woke than Superman, so it could cause all kinds of fucking trolling and destruction. And my kids call Superman super woke. Actually, they've called it that from the beginning, since like all that, that whatever. Like, is it woke or not? So they're hoping that Supergirl is super woke, and it's hard to argue with that logic, right? Y'all? That would be fun. Yeah, but I don't know. See, Victor, I'm in. I don't know. There's a new Mandalorian story. I'm going to go see that on the Tuesday after it comes out. Like,
Right.
so it's not like I shun it, but like, I don't know. Star Wars kind of lost me a little bit after Lucas was bought and all that. Kind of like I just couldn't follow it, and then that was that surge of like, the different shows. You know what I mean? So you were either like locked in, or you may have fell off. You know what I mean? And I kind of fell off there. So
yeah, because there was a lot going on. There was like the Clone War cartoon, then you had Star Wars Rebels, the Acolyte, the Mandalorian. Yeah, and then there's just so much. So after a while, you're just like, man, this is the same thing with anything going on right now. It's hard to keep up with everything. But I would say Star Wars Rebels is like my favorite animated show that they came out with, and seeing some of those characters live versions and Ahsoka and Mandalorian is pretty awesome too.
All right. Victor, I think you were in the comments for this one. Let's see here. Doug and I already answered this one. I just want to see what your response is. Get rid of 3 of them, Victor.
It was 3, right? McAfee, yeah, definitely. I can't. Yeah, that's good. The Portnoy guy.
Do it again, Doug.
Fuck that fucking douchebag. God damn, I hate that guy.
All right, Victor, what are your other 2?
Well, I said the Portnoy. The
yes,
Barstool Sports.
Dude, you're speaking my language.
And
then I'm not gonna go with. I know Doug picked Brick or Stephen Smith or Stephen.
No, I picked Stephen Smith. He was my 3rd.
Yeah,
you picked my exact 3.
No, but I thought that's what you picked. I called him Brick because that's his character on was it General
Hospital?
Oh,
that's right. That's right. The General Hospital. That's right. He's on the fucking.
He plays Brick.
That guy's in a fucking Brick. Soap opera. How is anybody? Listen, I shouldn't probably say shit because we elected a fucking reality TV knucklehead twice. So maybe we shouldn't say a soap opera star couldn't be a president. So, what do I know?
A soap opera star could for sure be president. Oh my god, totally.
Yeah, the Darth Maul show I'm excited about. I'm hoping I get to see that soon.
All right, Victor. We're just gonna We're just gonna hit rapid fire until we get out of here. All right.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
Who are you throwing out of this table so Kendrick can sit down?
Mine was pretty explicit.
Gotta increase my screen here because I can't see.
So there's Biggie, there's Lil Wayne, there's
50.
Jay-Z, there's Tupac, there's Eminem, there's fucking Kanye, and then there's 50 Cent.
I'm gonna say Kanye. I mean, I like the old Kanye, but the new one is just I don't know what happened to him. Once his mom passed, he went nuts. So
mental health. That's what happened.
That's the right answer. What I know y'all gonna get this wrong, but it's fine.
Why is the open mouth face like the surprise face pineapple?
I'm gonna say no, man. I like them all. I like all of these. I even like pineapple on my pizza. Which I know that's probably another show. I don't know, maybe watermelons because I like eating it and then spitting out the rinds. It's too much work.
Okay. Doug?
Watermelon because that shit makes me burp. Love apples. I like pineapple. I like oranges.
He's recusing.
Why does this picture look like that? It's like it's still buffering.
You should.
Wait, I'm missing a joke.
You don't know that story of why pineapple is good?
No.
Victor, do you know?
Because
apparently pineapple makes your semen taste good. That's why.
Way to make
right.
everybody feel uncomfortable. Daniel. The fuck?
Daniel, why?
Even queer guy was kind of uncomfortable. That's kind of weird. Anyway, get tomatoes the fuck up out of here. It's really easy, actually.
There's no
Tomatoes.
tomatoes in there. What are you
I'm
saying
sorry. I'm
tomatoes?
sorry. Pineapples. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah. Fuck pineapples. On that one for sure. Now, a nice roasted pineapple.
very good.
And then on some ice cream and all that. Pizza, that's just weird. But
That's
whatever.
good.
Weird.
That's good.
Weird.
Next time you come by, I'll buy you pineapple pizza.
So,
I love pineapple pizza.
all right. I'll eat it. It's pizza. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
Victor, is there a movie that is marketed for kids but secretly terrified you as a parent?
I have
And
one.
Doug-
Victor doesn't.
Yeah, they'll get it after him. What did you say, Victor?
I said recently or
Just any time that you were. So to me, I'll say I'll give a good example, or my example is the thing that when I saw this question, or when I thought about this question or whatever, I thought of Shrek, but because Shrek is very adult suggestive, right? But it goes right over the kid's head like every time, as
that's
it
what makes it
should.
great.
But it's still like my kids are gonna get that in a row. Victor
I don't.
or Doug?
I can't think of anything.
I got one. Up. The fucking first like 5 minutes of that fucking movie is devastating. Just fucking devastating. No kid gets it. No kid gets it. But every parent's like, Jesus Christ, why are you doing that to me? Why are you making me see this couple that's trying to have a kid and they can't, and the mom and the lady dies and the guy's fucking alone? I'm like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is that Pixar?
Yeah,
That's Pixar. Listen,
Fucking-
Disney and Pixar are very famous for like some parent dies and the kid is like, okay, now I can figure out how to do shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of one. Maybe I just enjoyed them all, and even though they were messed up.
Is there so I got another one here. Is there a life lesson you learned from a fictional character that you actually use in your parenting?
As a parent, yeah, pretty much. That's what Pixar says. You know what I did? I remember writing a post about that like years ago, like things I learned from movies that I teach my children. And then there's always the one from George McFly. You know, you put your mind to it, and anything can happen. That's a fun one. Woody in Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me. It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, Toy Story is tough though.
What's that goofy one from What's the goofy one from Spider-Man?
Oh, with great power comes great responsibility. I think that one I put in there too.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Doug, do you have one? A fictional character that you learned some parenting from? And don't say Cliff Huxtable. Come on, man.
No, thanks. I'll pass on that. I'm gonna say one of my favorite. I don't have a thing of one of them that has like here. This is a good. I think the most realistic cartoon version of parenting is The Incredibles. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are just like, this is what married couples are like when they have kids and they're fucking sleep deprived and all the, and like, it's just like that fucking shit just always cracks me up because like, that's how parents are when your kids are fucking young and everything's a mess and the kids are fucking doing 5,000 things. Like, Jesus Christ, like there's no life lesson other than that is the actual thing of how parents are. It's one of the most real depictions of parenthood in a animated movie or show that I've ever seen. I just think that's fucking great. Incredibles is my favorite Pixar movie, hands down. What's your favorite Pixar movie, hands down? Both of you.
Man, I like Wally.
Wally's really good.
Wall-E's a good one. I think Wall-E's like one of the only Pixar movies that's on the Criterion Collection.
Hmm.
So,
Greg, any ideas, thoughts?
Not by and far. Like they're all kind of in the mesh, if that makes sense. I don't know. Home
Yes.
Alone is not a Pixar, is it?
No.
Or is it? I get mixed up with Pixar and Disney. And
Pixar is just all animated, so it's
especially when Disney bought Pixar, right?
that's true. Yeah.
Right. So then it's literally a mesh in my head. Monsters Inc. is Pixar, right? I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Home Alone is Pixar, right?
No,
no.
Home Alone is just straight up Disney.
Okay. Cool. Then, yeah. I'll say Monsters Inc., but that's probably not a great one answer. Because there's probably one that I'm just forgetting, if that makes sense.
Monsters Inc. is a bit of a parenting movie in that Sully is like a parent in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a surrogate parent for a lot of, like for Boo specifically, but just like he just doesn't want to scare kids. So yeah.
Victor, what's your ultimate movie night snack?
I'll say popcorn.
Traditional butter.
Yes.
Okay.
Popcorn and butter.
I'm not trying to ask that because he's gonna be like, I don't like popcorn.
You ask whatever,
What is
dude.
your snack? What is your snack?
My snack is M&M's. That's my M&M's. That's my snack at movies for me.
Okay.
You like what you like. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. He said popcorn, and I knew you were going to slam popcorn, so I
No,
stopped.
because I am in the minority of people who don't like popcorn because I don't
Right.
like that it sticks in my teeth. Hey, if somebody loves it, fucking eat 5 gallons of it. I don't care.
Next time I go to movies with Doug, I'm gonna sit next time with those huge bags of popcorn.
Please
Just
do,
chewing
because
it.
that would be great, and I will take a picture of you because I'll be like, look at this nonsense. This would be great.
So is it just straight M&Ms, or is it peanut, or is it the pretzel
No,
ones, or is
straight
the caramel
M&Ms.
ones, or is the white chocolate ones, or is the cookie and cream ones, or
I am a classic person when it comes to M&Ms. I am not a person. So listen, if you know that I don't like popcorn because it sticks in your teeth, I'm not going to get peanut M&Ms because peanuts stick in your teeth too. I don't like that either.
right? But the shells from the M&Ms
don't.
stick in your teeth too.
They melt, and that's fine.
Like that APC logo, peanuts in the mouth. Melts in your mouth.
Victor, you see what I
Put
have
your
to
mouth
deal
on
with?
your hands. Yeah, look at what you have to deal with. The guy that you've been doing the show for 7 years. So fucking
Right.
bad.
Look what I have to deal with. Right.
That sounds so refreshing.
I had a beer named by a goofball that I've hosted a podcast with for 7 years. How was yours, Doug?
Mine was good. I enjoyed it.
Doug was good. Doug was good.
That's right. Damn right I'm good. Anyway, good beer. Anyway, my second favorite thing was a smoked ale. Victor, but you had the Italian Pilsner. Did you actually drink that during the show?
No, I didn't. I just drank my water.
I know you weren't feeling great, so.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll
cold
drink it
IPA.
tomorrow.
How was that, Greg?
That's good. That other what happened? Oh, this one was actually better, this working draft one. But I didn't finish it because I jumped on this Doug one, which was great.
Well, you now have beer to finish. So.
Three good ones.
This the Fountains Scabosol Smoky Ale. This was awesome, really good. And then I had the Firebacker Quad, which was excellent. So, cheers.
So, Doug, our next guest. Do you want me to give you I'll give you a hint on who our next guest is. You ready?
Someone that likes cucumbers.
Ready, Doug? Right here it is. Doug, I can't hear you.
I'm gonna say Brianna because she gave me a lot of shit for saying that was a really annoying thing.
Not only Yeah, well, she gave you shit, and then I gave. Yeah. It is Brianna. It's March Madness with Brianna, Doug. You guys have a lot to talk about.
Oh, hey, how about that?
The new
New
CBA,
CBA got ratified today.
the thumbs up shit. I think she's coming to Barron Flow in April. There's all kinds of stuff to talk to Brianna about next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
On that note, do you have any final nice things to say about our wonderful guest?
Man, listen, it's Victor. Victor's our guy. We love Victor. We love Fan Dads. We like all the reviews you do. I do have one question, Victor. What is one movie you're looking forward to? Like, listen, we're 3 months into the year. There's probably 100 movies coming out.
Right.
What is something you're really, really looking forward to this year?
Other than the Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, other than that, because I know you're all into that, but yeah.
I was gonna say Dune 3, but I'm like, I'm kind of iffy on that one. No, the what's it? One Spoon of Sugar, I think that's what it's called. The movie that the RZA wrote and directed. I'm excited about that one because it stars Shameik Moore, who was the voice of Miles Morales. How's the story again? Like he just gets out of prison and he goes back to his hometown. It's kind of like Rambo in a way, like everybody doesn't like him for who he is, and he tries to start messing things up. Then he gets revenge on the city.
Rambo.
But yeah, it's kind of like Rambo.
All right, Victor. What about Mario Galaxy? What about the Star Wars movie? What about Supergirl? What about? I mean, it's this layered. Later in the year we have the Avengers, right?
Yeah, Doomsday.
Yeah, man, we got a whole. What we have? We have He-Man. We have all kinds of wildness coming out. Don't laugh at He-Man.
No, I'm laughing at the broom closet thing because that's true. I did an interview in a broom closet at work.
Please clap. I love the please clap. So I mean, yeah, Zach, that's why I'm gonna say white people shit, but AI is white people shit. So then you're right, Jack. So then we agree.
I mean, to me,
yeah. So Daniel, I've been lamenting. Actually, I think Doug, or have I said it here, that I have not seen a movie in the movie theaters yet this year, and I saw 30 movies last year. No, I haven't been yet. So, but I'm not concerned because of all these fucking movies that I said are coming out. Like I'm gonna be at the movies straight for like months, I would say. What is the clapping for?
Yeah, that
40th anniversary of the movie Rad.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, that stupid bike
spike.
Movie.
Oh, on Tuesday. Okay, I can go on Tuesday. I'm a cheapskate with movies.
I'll ride my Huffy to the theater to watch it.
Right, Doug? Isn't that my?
Yeah. Also, did you see The Bride, Victor?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Jessie Buckley is just amazing.
Yeah.
And that not many people I think really dug it, but to each their own. But it's a good movie. Once it probably comes out on streaming and more people see it, they'll probably be like, I should have saw this in theaters.
Yeah.
Doug wants to see this shit.
Yeah. I'm curious because of that. Silent Lambs also comes out this year in theaters as well for a resurgence.
The Odyssey, I think that's one.
The Odyssey is a big one.
The Odyssey.
Yeah. That's probably going to be like, everybody go see that. I'm like, okay. So I don't know.
It sounds like a 3-hour movie, Doug.
Oh, it sounds like it, which means I won't watch it in a theater because I can't sit in a movie theater for fucking 5 hours.
Yeah, so. And the only way, I love how we're so different. The only way I will ever see a 3-hour movie is in the movie theaters because I can't sit for it at my house. So there's that's great. The Odyssey.
Look at Zach. Yep. I think I need to actually download that fucking app. Because I'm trying to see movies. The funny thing is, so Victor, I saw Project Hail Mary in a regular theater. There's no IMAX. The nearest IMAX to me is an hour and 10 minutes away. I can't watch it in like the best possible format. So I really enjoyed seeing that. So, but like the problem is for movies like that, most movies, like the great thing about Undertone was it was an hour and like 40 minutes. Like it was a great horror movie, but it was like not super long. So I'm glad for that. But like I was trying to hold it, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, I've been in this theater for 2.5 hours. I have to pee, or I'm going to pee my pants, and that was horrible. So I had to go. Oh yeah. Oh.
Here, look, it'll even count down to the next pee time.
There you go.
It's fucking great. I'm telling you, it's fucking great. I love it. Yeah. Indispensable. All right, and Victor, you're indispensable to us, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, and always. I love Victor because Victor volunteers his services, Doug. He's like, "Yo, I need to come back on," and I was like, "Isn't that the best guest, Doug?" When
yes,
like,
you'd be like, "Hey, come on, I need to talk about this." Great, come,
let's go, right immediately. So we always get that call. It almost seems like it's like around like Christmas or the holidays. Victor's like, "Yo, I'm ready to come on." So Victor, obviously, you know that you are welcome here. Anytime. Don't make it you spoiled us, buddy. So like we expect you to ask us now. So Doug and I won't slack. We will make sure we talk to you and let everybody know where we can see you and anything you want to spoil on the way out that we should look for. I mean, spoil in a good way, not spoil in a Doug way.
No, well, I will say real quick that even though the Oscars just passed last week, if you guys get a chance, or if anyone gets a chance, watch It Was Just an Accident. It's a foreign movie. It's on Hulu. That's like my favorite. Well, other than The Secret Agent, that's like one of my favorite movies that came out last year. And like the last 2 minutes are probably going to give you chills and let the hair behind your neck stand.
Oh, Doug loves that.
Yeah, It Was Just an Accident. So definitely check that out. But yeah, we are Fandads, fandads.com, Fandads on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I think it's all of it. And yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And yeah, we're gonna try to do some more stuff. Hopefully get some more interviews. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. Bob Odenkirk is going to be in town to promote his new movie Normal. So I'm like pushing to try to get an interview.
Greg and I are both big fans of Nobody. We both really like that movie. So
yeah, his new movie Normal looks really good. So I'm hoping
it looks like Nobody, but set in a small town.
Yes,
and I'm a huge fan of the Breaking Bad, of course.
Right.
So
also fellow heart attack survivor.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
All right, Victor. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Victor.
Guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll wrestle with Rihanna next week, though. Get ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. It'll be fun though, because March Madness, obviously.
For sure.
It's only gonna get crazy, and y'all enjoy that for the weekend, and we will see y'all here next week.
Yeah. Right. Cheers, folks.
Love you guys.
Thanks for doing this.
Be safe.
Love you, man.